Hi. This is a reflection on Lesson 151 in A Course in Miracles. All things are echoes of the voice for God. All things are echoes for the voice for God. And this is talking about how when we judge each other, we usually do so out of, like, we're so certain in our point of view. This is one of the furriest cats on the planet. But he needs cuddles. And we judge because we're so certain that our point of view is the correct point of view. And so therefore we turn around and judge anyone who doesn't hold that same viewpoint. And it's saying that underneath all of that certainty is doubt. So we are so certain because we hold that, like, basically that same amount of doubt exists underneath it all, which can be also said, like, I think of it as insecurity. So the people doing the loudest judging are usually the most insecure ones, full of the most doubt, right? And so that's what this lesson was really about. And I think it was a really long lesson to say that, and pointing out all the reasons, like, who are you to judge? Who are you to judge? So, yeah, who are you to judge? He doesn't judge a thing. Oh, she should have been a baby. When he wants to give you a kiss, he never quite touches you. It's like it's like that line that goes towards infinity but never quite reaches it. He gets so close that his little whiskers are tickling you, and yet he never plants one on you. So this lesson I just summed up really fast, but YouTube makes you have 3 minutes, so I'm glad Agador is here to entertain you. I think also something that I've been working on about judgment is catching those thoughts more quickly. That's what I've been trying to do anyway when they creep in. Because underneath it all, it might sound cheesy, but I really do see the good in everyone. Like, sometimes I'll catch myself like, oh man, they did a really bad thing. Or in that movie, like, they're the worst character, and then you're rooting for them sometimes, like. But don't you feel that sometimes too? Like, the underdog, the person who, the innate goodness in people, and they've just been clouded, and so you just root for them to remove the clouds. And so I'm still removing my own clouds, like, trying to, every time I feel a judgment thought creep in, and I'm like, shut it down, and sometimes I don't get there fast enough, and I might ruminate on it until the point of, like, what am I doing? Where did that come from? I don't feel that way underneath it all. And yet those thoughts happen still. And so with this lesson, I'm pointing at my computer screen. It just reminds me, like, I still have a long way to go. And here we are halfway, not really, maybe a third of the way through these lessons, a little more than a third. And this is one of the biggest things, is judgment and acceptance. And so we've got a lot of lessons all about the same thing. And it's no wonder, because no matter how much inner work I do, how much healing, how much even talking to other people about their healing journeys, it's still more. There's always more to heal. And I think those judgment thoughts, a lot of self-judgment really, are still in there. And underneath that, it says, is really doubt. Like, I'm so certain, let's say, that I'm terrible or bad or wrong about something. And it comes from, like, doubt. Like, I'm doubting something underneath it all, doubting my self-worth, doubting something. I'm insecure about something. Or if it's, about the self, maybe I'm afraid to step into the fullness of who I am, judgment free in everything, because then, oh man, who would I be then? I might, like, like, people, when you say you're people are afraid of being powerful, being afraid of being free, And so I play with that idea too. Like when I do self-judgment, what is that? Why? What is left to heal? So anyway, there's a lot there in the good old lesson 151. So we'll call it quits and just say, bye, Agador. He's a sweet little baby. Sitting here on my desk.